Hi everybody and welcome to class. Today we are discussing an activity called Alibi. Now, it's a game where there's a situation described by the teacher that someone robbed a bank. Alright, that's active voice, but someone robbed a bank last night between the hours of 8 o'clock and 9 o'clock. What were you doing? Alright, so we're going to give these students a bunch of information on cards with the base form of verbs matched with their complement. Watch a movie, call sister, wait phone call. These complements and the base forms these students need to put together and produce this information into a past progressive tense. The game here is we have three different roles. We have a suspect, the person who will answer the questions in the past progressive, an investigator, a person who will ask questions. Now, let me note this. It's not just questions, it's information questions. 4 of them. Who, what, where, and why. They're going to ask these 4 information questions about what the suspect was doing the night before, and the suspect will answer these questions. The third role is the monitor. The monitor is the person who will listen actively for any inconsistencies in the question form, the question words, addressing the question words for the information questions, and using the past progressive tense or the simple past, depending on the time clause or the adverbial clause. So let's introduce our students. We'll start with Sayer. He's the monitor of the group. He's going to listen for any inconsistencies in the question or the answers. Now, the answers must be in the past progressive tense, but the first question, what were you doing when someone robbed the bank, must have the simple past as well. The questions that are followed up after that are more amenable to answering in the past progressive, depending on the time clause or the adverbial phrase. Every inconsistency or consistency that Sayer hears, he will mark a pass or a fail. Next we have Hatem. Hatem is the investigator. He will spend time asking questions, information questions in who, what, where, and why. His questions should probably be, or should mostly be, in the past progressive tense. Ahmed is the suspect. He will be answering the questions with the cards provided in front of him. Let's begin. Ahmed starts with some information. Wait for a phone call, call sister, watch movie. Hatem, the investigator, begins asking the questions to Ahmed.
What were you doing when someone robbed the bank?
I was watching a movie when someone robbed the bank.
Who were you watching the movie with?
I was watching the movie with my sister when someone robbed the bank.
Where were you watching the movie?
I was watching the movie at my house when someone robbed the bank.
What movie were you watching?
I was watching Despicable Me 2 when someone robbed the bank. Let's not forget Sayer. The whole time that Ahmed and Hatem were speaking with each other, Sayer was following a rubric. Let's take a look at the rubric. The rubric follows a simple formula between the investigator and the suspect. The modifier, or the monitor, listens to questions, past continuous, and simple past. If the speaker speak correctly, they get a pass mark in each line. For example, Hatem asked in the past continuous with the simple past and a proper question, what were you doing last night when someone robbed the bank? In every category, he asked the correct question. Check, check, check. For each question, Sayer will put 4 checks if there are 4 proper answers. The same thing can be done for the suspect, answering, I was watching Despicable Me when someone robbed the bank. Ahmed too would get the right answer. The monitor will go over the answers, or what they found, with the suspect and the investigator. This is more of an explicit approach to expounding and analyzing the past progressive tense formed in the information questions and the responses that they elicit. When they're finished, the students will switch roles. The monitor will become the suspect will become the investigator, and the investigator will become the monitor. Each round will last about 5 to 7 minutes, so each student will get a chance to actively listen and speak and monitor. This is implicit and explicit learning. I think that it's a great option for understanding the past progressive tense, especially if you're discussing when two events happen. Thank you.